In this week's message, a finance summit that's out of this world. Join us, won't you? Hello everyone, this is your IBTTA weekly update for Friday, April 26, 2019. I'm Pat Jones. First, Mars. NASA's InSight lander has detected seismic activity on Mars, believed to be the first Marsquake ever detected. Speaking of seismic activity, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer will meet with President Trump next week to talk about infrastructure. We can't predict what's going to happen, but we hope for a positive outcome. Meanwhile, the real seismic activity in transportation will take place May 19 through 21 at our Out of This World Finance Summit. You don't want to miss it. We have sessions on the costs and benefits of AET, mobility as a service, the future of credit, road usage charging, managed lanes, and so much more. Let's hear from our chief meeting organizers, Amy Potter and Bernie Arsenault, to get their perspective on this outstanding finance summit.
The transportation system continues to shift from the traditional federal and state funding to tolling and other local sources. When you add congestion management to the mix and you have various transportation agencies connecting their systems to create a continuous network that gets people to their destinations faster, you sometimes end up with conflicting goals on the individual systems. We've been learning about many of these new mobility concepts through past conferences and other resources, and now our goal is to figure out from a practical standpoint how to make them all work together. The sessions are designed to incorporate both micro and macro concepts, ranging from practical solutions and how to implement them on the micro side to forward-thinking, big-picture ideas on the macro side. The goal is to get everyone thinking about all the concepts that are floating around in our industry and take a blue sky approach to figuring out how these new ideas could work in their organizations, then in their regions, then nationally and internationally. We need to start having conversations about these solutions and how we may implement them.
What we're seeing right now with electrification and the federal challenges in trying to get a long-term funding bill is that our revenue streams are going to change. The gas tax will continue to be a short-term solution, but then the longer-term options are to charge based on vehicle miles traveled or some other kind of payment for use. Tolling is arguably a very pertinent, appropriate way to charge users because of the cycle of funding, where the toll pays for the new capital projects as well as asset management. With the current situation on funding, where it's just not clear what the feds are going to do, tolling is becoming a much bigger player. What we're trying to do at the conference is provide folks with best practices and maybe a little out-of-the-box thinking about new ways to structure transportation revenue streams and develop policies to manage new programs. Transportation agencies today are in a position to make decisions about finance and policy that weren't available to them in the past.
Thank you, Amy and Bernie. A reminder to our toll operator members that we've developed a master procurement calendar and need your input. To view the current calendar and update it with your information, please visit the web address on your screen. And finally, a big shout out to aspiring young video blogger and next generation IBTTA member, Liam Averkamp, who's been posting wonderful video and photos of his family's vacation in the Grand Canyon and the American Southwest. You can find all of his videos by searching Liam Averkamp YouTube. Well, that's our wrap up for this week. Thanks for joining us, keep in touch, and we'll see you down the road.